We are on. Go ahead and talk, boys.
Hello, can you hear this? The voice of
Yes,
mine.
we're hearing it.
Good.
And the voice of mine as well.
I love how uncomfortable that made you. That was my favorite part of it.
I didn't know what else to say, so I just copied this
It
time.
was good. It was good. No notes. Do it again. Do it with feeling. More harder, please.
This
All
is the
right.
voice of mine.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
All right. Let's get into it, shall we? Hey everybody, welcome to You Have to Watch This podcast. I'm Alan.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Devon.
And each week here on You Have to Watch This podcast, we make sure that we watch a movie one of us has never seen. This week it was Devon's pick, and he had Ryan and I watch the Studio Ghibli film My Neighbor Totoro. I'm going to mess that up. I messed that up. What's the name
You
of the
nailed it.
movie?
So, all right, it's My Neighbor Totoro. Or if
Totoro.
you're anyone I've talked to that tries a little bit, they go My Neighbor Totoro, which I won't be doing for the rest of the
I was going to
podcast.
say, that seems vaguely racist there, Devon.
Dude, but no, that's how people do it. I know people that do that. I'll give you their names.
I think I could probably guess a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but before we get into that, we like to talk about things that we've watched in pop culture over the last week or so. I was not here last week. I was exhausted from a trip that I took the weekend before, so I just sat last week out. I want to just do a little bit of tell you guys about something I did on my trip. I went to Devon. You live in the UK, so
I
you're
do.
probably used to this kind of thing where you are.
Oh no.
There's a show that we've all watched that's British called Doctor Who. And it's very hard to get merch for Doctor Who in the States from a certain era because they just didn't send it here. Except for this one place, Who North America, which is located outside of Indianapolis, Indiana, which is a Doctor Who store that has mostly just Doctor Who. There's like one shelf of like 60s Star Trek stuff. But they have all kinds of Doctor Who merch and toys and books and DVDs and T-shirts. They have a museum. They have a TARDIS.
What?
They have Daleks. They have Cybermen. They have celery on the coats. Like,
Huh. I'm so jealous. This sounds so cool.
it was amazing. I wanted to do a little bit of show and tell. I bought a
Yes.
itty bitty sonic screwdriver.
Oh, it's so cool.
It doesn't make any
It's
noise
David
or anything.
Tennant's.
Yeah. But then I also bought um, Doctor Who's psychic paper.
Oh shit, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yes, you can see here.
Oh yeah, your credentials totally check out.
Yeah. Yes. I'm the
It's
commissioner of
such
the
a fun
FCC.
thing.
But yeah, so that was part of my trip, and I also bought this shirt that screamed me. And if I didn't buy this shirt, I would have been very disappointed with myself.
Oh yeah, incredible. I don't understand any of it. I don't know why Batman's there, but I love it.
I don't either. The best I can come up with is it's the third Doctor whose
Oh.
son became Alfred on Gotham a few years ago.
That's a few
So
steps. That makes sense
it's
though.
definitely a few steps. I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it was on the same time as Adam West Batman. I don't know.
It's still pretty cool. Wait,
Yeah.
can you guys solve a Doctor Who mystery for me for a second?
Sure.
I keep seeing, and this is both of you, because I think Ryan might be able to weigh in too. I keep seeing like this article that pops up. I like have Google News, pops up in Google News every once in a while. It's like Star Trek finally confirmed fan favorite crossover with Doctor Who. Star Trek finally. What the hell are they talking about? Is there like an Easter egg in the back of the latest Strange New Worlds thing?
I can take this one if you don't know, Ryan.
I have no idea.
Okay.
I really
Okay,
don't.
good.
You're pretty much right.
Oh, shoot.
In the background of a Strange New Worlds episode, they put the TARDIS like in like space debris.
That's super dope. Okay. So he's gonna like show up 3 episodes from now, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. The way Strange New Worlds is going.
Yeah. What one would you prefer? Like if a Doctor shows up?
Just because they're going for the '60s aspect of everything, and it's like those old scientists, as they call them on Lower Decks. Get me the guy who played Alfred on Gotham as his dad's doctor. Like, let's have Sean Pertwee come in and do the Doctor as his dad.
I'm okay with that. I want CG Tom Baker, like how he looked in the 70s. Just throw him right in there. That's what I want.
No, I think they need to go 60s. I think they bring Mr. Filch back to play the first Doctor. Like just
that could be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to get caught up on Strange New Worlds, but
why Indiana is my question for the Who store.
I don't know.
You know what? It makes me happy though. It makes me happy that the store's around and is thriving, and it's not like something that was open for a year and closed.
Yeah. I also bought TARDIS socks.
I'm so jealous of you.
Yeah, I thought they were going to be a little too small, but they were bigger on the inside. So
God, I knew it was coming. Alan, and it still hurts.
Yeah. All right.
They made Doctor Who themed tartar sauce. What?
TARDIS socks.
Oh, TARDIS socks. Okay,
Yes.
I just wanted you to say it again. I totally.
All right.
TARDIS sauce.
Yeah. All right. You guys actually watched some stuff.
I did.
Devon, you saw a movie.
I did. So I went to the movie theater, and I watched The Conjuring: Last Rites. And you know what? It was really good, guys. It was really good. I think that honestly, it's the best movie in the Conjuring series in terms of like plot, pacing, character progression. Like we're gonna make you care about these people, and they're not just vehicles for ghosts to jump out every 5 seconds. I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sad that it's the last one. I think I heard that they're not done with the Conjuring universe, but man, it was a good movie. Ryan, did you like it?
So I haven't seen.
Oh,
The thing I'm mad at you saw it. Have you seen The Conjuring 2, the one with the British family?
yeah.
Okay, good. I just wanted. We didn't get that far on our last conversation. I didn't know exactly that you had seen all of them. So when you said you thought it was the best one, I wanted to verify that like you've seen them all.
The only thing I haven't seen is The Nun 2 and La Llorona are the only like Conjuring universe movies I haven't seen.
Okay, I really like that Nun too. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Myself. So I can't wait.
Alan, just you get your little self ready for a Conjuring smattering or a buffet of Conjuring movies coming up your way soon, because I've grown quite fond of this connected universe, and I want to share that with you.
Okay. If only there was a holiday coming up that would make sense to tie it into.
I can't imagine what you'd be talking about.
Yeah.
Not a one.
Thanksgiving.
That's it.
All right. Speaking of horror genre, Ryan, you watched The Thing.
Yes, I did. Kristen and I, my wife and I, watched Mary Ann, a French horror series that premiered, from what I'm looking up, on Netflix in 2019, but I hadn't heard about this thing until like 2 months ago, so I don't know exactly how that works. But anyway, that's great. It's probably the best non-horror movie, so a horror series that I have seen in a very long time. The English dub is okay. I find English dubs to be a little bit silly. I mentioned this before on the Godzilla when we talked about the latest Godzilla movie. After like the first episode, I was able to like not let it annoy me as much, and just watch and enjoy it. And it's good. Like it's really good. I don't really want to say much about it other than it has to do with a witch, and I like witch stories. Um, and Alan, I
Yeah.
think the setup and the way that the story is done, you would appreciate. Because the main character is a author. So like every episode is set up like chapters, and you get like the page flipping of a book as it goes to each section of like each episode. And there's a lot of similarities with the storyline and herself, like the way that with like the books. It,
Mhm.
it it's it's a really good series. It really, really is.
Okay.
So
I want to appreciate or take a moment to appreciate that we both at this point have pitched a horror movie and we've both then done the appeal to Alan. My appeal to Alan was you're going to watch it because we have a podcast and I'm going to make you. And Ryan's talking about the artistry behind the movie
Yeah.
making.
One of you knows how to convince me. One of you knows how to make me. Uh,
Exactly.
so I've been watching a series. I've been watching the 5th season of Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, fudge.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you haven't caught up yet.
I completely forgot it was out.
Okay. Well, the new episode just came out today, so you have 5 to get caught up on.
Okay, good.
Because they released 3 at once for their premiere. I still think this is this is probably my favorite show on television still. I can tell that we're past its prime, but I'm still here for it. Like it's
Is
still it's not
creaking?
bad. It's not it's creaking a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Like last season, there were elements I was like, I don't know about this, and then this season, I'm like, okay, we don't have to. Like, okay, Christopher Waltz is going to play a bad guy. Ooh, that's really outside the box. Like, but I'm still enjoying it. It's still early on in the season, but I feel like the show's not at its best, but it could prove me wrong. I'm still tuning in every week. Like tonight, I'm going to sit down and watch the latest episode. So,
what are the things you like about it? Because I like when it goes weird, like not weird, but when it like plays with form, plays with style, plays with, you know, the format of the TV show, like it did in season 1 with the entirely basically audio off episode from the deaf character's perspective.
Yeah, I like when they play with the format and break it up a bit. They do that in the 2nd episode of this season. They take a break from the main characters and focus on a whole episode of the murder victim for this season and like his story and his history with the building, which I really enjoyed that because it gave you an insight into some of the things that the characters discovered and gave you a little bit of flash forwards of things that were coming in the season. But so, I think that the thing that stood out to me the most this season is they go to visit Marissa Tomei, or not Marissa Tomei. They go to visit this mob wife who tried to hire them at the end of last season. They pull up to her house, and she lives in the Godfather house.
Oh.
And they just make reference to that, like, oh yeah, they got rid of the den, but this is the Godfather house. Like, so I was like, okay, that's kind of out there, but I'm still enjoying it.
I'm still here for it. Yeah.
They
Ryan,
just
after,
they all
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Ryan, after 5 years, are you finally sick of us talking about this show? Or are you gonna watch it now?
I haven't paid enough to your guys' conversations to really care how much you talk about it.
You make me sad. I'm going to cry myself to sleep tonight.
I am okay. Look, the 2 people who are in it. Okay, we're talking Steve Martin I like Steve Martin, okay, but I can only take so much Steve Martin, and to be honest,
We lost Ryan's signal there, but he was about to say bad things about Steve Martin. So I think that's just the world saying, stop talking bad about Steve Martin.
The universe was all in alignment for that.
The universe is
Anyway,
like, excuse me.
Oh no, you're still
No,
gone.
we still can't hear you. So now Devon and I just get to be two wild and crazy guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
He hates
nothing.
these cans. I'm trying to think of other Steve Martin quotes that apply.
The cans. He hates the cans.
I still can't hear you, Ryan.
Yeah, same.
not connecting.
Oh wait, no,
There
there
we
it is.
go.
There we go.
Now it's connecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have gotten. Have you guys ever seen Man of Two Brains?
No.
The Man with
No,
Two
I have
Brains.
not.
Okay.
I have it. I just haven't watched it.
Okay, so there are plenty of movies with him from when I was younger. He was one of my dad's favorite comedians. I grew up with him. At a certain point, I was just kind of like, oh, cool, he's good. And then because I've seen so much, I was like, I can wait on this later. And that just kind of steamrolled itself into, oh, cool, Steve Martin. And I go over somewhere else. And on top of that, he's teamed up with Martin Short.
Martin Short, yeah.
Yeah.
Martin Short. And we've talked about him. I'm not entirely a Martin Short fan. He's funny. I get it. I'm happy that people like him. I'm happy that he has a career. Those two together at this point, I just... No. That's why I tend to just blank out when you guys start talking about old murders in the building.
Fair.
But what's your opinion of Selena Gomez?
She's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
She's
yes.
the third.
That still doesn't interest me enough to
Okay.
watch.
Yeah.
I thought we had him. I almost thought we had him. There it was.
Yeah. I was really waiting for him to be like, Justin Bieber's ex? Like,
Oh no.
all right.
To be Justin Bieber would be more random, hence making me probably want to watch a scene just to see his acting ability. The fact that he could like land a spot on like a show.
No, there's a reason he played a corpse on CSI.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey, you have to have some talent for that. Some talent.
Fair.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into today's main topic. Each week we make each other watch a film one of us has never seen. This week it was Devon's pick. Devon, I'm going to let you take it away and talk about the film.
All right. So you guys this week watched the 1988 classic, My Neighbor Totoro, both directed and written by Hayao Miyazaki. This is part of the Studio Ghibli series of films. We've only done one other one on the podcast so far. We've only ever done Spirited Away. This is the second one I've made you guys watch, and I think maybe the second one you guys have ever seen. But we'll get into that. So this is probably one of the most famous Ghibli movies, probably of all time, and it kind of trades place between this one and Spirited Away for Most Beloved. But Totoro's literally the Studio Ghibli logo at this point, so I'm going to say that it wins. But there's a topical reason I brought it up today that I'll get into later, too. I'm not just randomly pulling out a movie on you guys. But before we dig into this, I want to know, what is your history with My Neighbor Totoro? Have you guys seen it before? Have you not? I actually didn't ask. I just forced you to watch the movie and figured we'd talk about it today. Here it comes. Guys, have you seen this before? What is your history with the movie?
Ryan?
Okay. I knew this was a movie. I'd seen the thumbnail of it on HBO. But other than that, and knowing that the weird bunny cat thing that was in the thumbnail is also their logo. But other than that, I didn't know anything about it. So I went into this blind completely.
Love it. Great. Alan?
I had never seen this, but it is my fiance's one of her favorite films.
Oh, incredible! So you guys got to had like a good time watching it.
Yeah, she actually has a Totoro tattoo. So
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. So without further ado, then, this is the thing that I'm really curious about. What did you guys think of it? I find that Ghibli movies kind of come in two camps, one of which are kind of like epic fantasy, and one of which are like day in the life plus a weird thing. And this definitely falls into day in the life plus a weird thing. So, what did you guys think?
I was expecting the first thing that you said. I was like, okay,
epic fantasy.
yeah, I was like, when does this like? Oh, okay, so the younger girl is going to get kidnapped, and then the older sister's going to have to go rescue her. And that's not what it was. It was just a
Nope.
day in the life, and a weird thing happens.
It's cat bus. It's all
yeah,
cat
cat
bus all the
bus.
way down. Cat bus. Did you like it though?
I did like it. I did enjoy
Okay.
it. Yeah, I thought it was not what I expected, but I really did enjoy it.
Nice. Ryan, what did you think?
The two categories, day in the life plus a weird thing. Like, I've seen Ponyo as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
like now I've seen three. So I was fully expecting like the magical character. Like in Spirited Away, a magical character is like everyone the main character runs into. In Ponyo, it's like Ponyo's father or someone like that.
Mhm.
Because I only seen it once and it was a while ago. So, but I was waiting for like, I don't know, the magical, like the magical person, because I figured that like the Studio Ghibli movies at this point, because of the ones I've seen trailers for, kind of all like it seems like they follow the same type of like storytelling. So I
Mhm.
was waiting for that, and I wasn't expecting like a Studio Ghibli film that could have been like a PBS child show from the early 90s.
Yeah.
Because that's literally all this was. Like they were like big event in child's life, a big event background going on of child's life, and magical creature shows up.
And cat bus. Can't forget about that cat bus. But yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. It's
Yeah.
very much a day in the life plus magical thing. Did that make it boring for you, or did you enjoy it regardless?
I on sorry, my computer's acting up at the moment. That's why I'm.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It was fine. It was definitely a lot slower pace than I was expecting as
Mhm.
it was going on. Um, but yeah, no, it wasn't bad. I mean, I like Spirited Away more
Mhm.
coming at it from the lens that I'm at. So
Yeah, that's totally fair. Now, it probably won't surprise you to hear that that's basically how the studio thought about it too when it first released. So, this movie actually took a solid 2 years after its release to become a hit, or the hit that it is today. When it came out, it actually took a bit of a loss, and in fact, the studio didn't have a lot of faith in it and released it as a double feature with the movie Grave of the Fireflies. Which, have you guys seen that one?
No.
I've heard things about it.
It's fucking grim. Like, this is
Mhm.
polar opposite of that one, and it is needed to balance itself out. But like, man, I too was shocked at the scope of this, and specifically the role that Totoro plays in it. Because like, he's everywhere. Like, he's everywhere. He's doing a lot of stuff. Were you guys shocked at how little Totoro actually kind of does in this movie?
I wasn't shocked by it, but I appreciated every time he showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it made sense every time he showed up, because something was going on. Like the kids were worried about something. So when he showed up, it meant something, which I really enjoyed.
I do like that, yeah. Yeah, was that your experience as well, Ryan?
Yeah, like he was there to move things along.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I mean, it honestly kind of got to the point where I was like, oh, okay, their imaginary friend is showing up again.
Yeah. Where it's kind of
Like
like that.
yeah.
And that's fair. That's totally fair. Now, the thing that I like about Studio Ghibli movies is that they have this very distinct style. And the thing that I hate about modern culture is that it thinks that AI's nailed it. Have you guys seen the whole like Ghibli filter that AI can do now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watching this movie again, so I watched it actually to give you my history, but I watched this movie for the first time about 3 weeks ago. So well after the Ghibli filter came out. And watching this movie actually really reminded me of why I like Ghibli movies and hate the filter. Because there's such a very nice innocence to the style that underlies genuine, like, potentially traumatic things. And I think that's probably what got me most interested in the movie was the parents' plot. Which means I'm officially an adult if I don't really care about a little kid exploring their yard, but I care about the parents' plot in this movie. How did that strike
Mhm.
you in terms of the parents? Because I actually found the dad to be quite shocking in some of his reactions.
Well, the way that I mean, it was one, it was kind of half and half. So like,
Mhm.
I was interested in the whole thing about the kids calling the house haunted
Mm.
and them dealing with like the potential history of the house and like the forest spirits and like all of that stuff. And my appreciation of the father was just him kind of like taking taking the opportunities that he was given to keep his kids like occupied while their mom was in the hospital and he's commuting back and forth to work. And it's like, oh, my kids want to explore the village. Go explore the village. Oh, you saw a magical 12-foot rabbit in the woods? That's cool. He must like you. That sounds like a friend. Like he was very much like like he never became the like, you know, like no fun adult that
Mhm.
that I saw. Well, that I would typically see in stuff like this. Like if this was an American animated film, like after the first mention of like uh uh af- after the first mention of Totoro, there we go.
Mhm.
Um, he would start saying things like it okay, tone it down.
Yeah.
You didn't really see him. Like he would start to try to pull the kids away from like the fun that they were having. Um, man, I really found that refreshing. I I definitely like that.
Did you have the same, Alan?
Yeah, at first I thought the mom was dead. Like straight up when they show up to the new
Yeah.
house and the mom's not there, it's like, okay, the mom's dead. Like, oh no, we're gonna go visit your mom at the hospital. It's like, oh, not the cemetery? Like
Oh
um
no.
I didn't realize that the mom was still alive. So I liked the plot and reading into it a little bit, like seeing that it's a little bit like a little bit
Mhm.
from his story. Like that's something he dealt with when he was a kid. Uh, made that made it nicer. Like I enjoyed that
Yeah.
aspect of it more after the fact.
I like that back in the day, that's how you fix tuberculosis. Is you're just like, get out of the city, get some air. Tuberculosis. Like there wasn't medicine for it. It was just go get more air,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is what the
that's
mom was
yeah.
doing.
Which is like I didn't do any research. Like, well, I did do a tiny bit of research, but
Oh.
it wasn't until like I was trying to figure out like I talked to Kristen after after I watched it about it because she likes Spirited Away,
Mm-hmm.
so she was interested in this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I was I don't know what era I thought it was set in, which I was correct on that assumption, but I wasn't sure about like what the mom was in the hospital for
Right.
because the windows were open, she was in a ward, like there really wasn't a lot of medical like equipment or like modern medical equipment even for that era. So I was trying to determine like, okay, so how rural is this village? And two, what is this hospital for? Because usually wards are for like some, like usually people suffering from usually the same type of thing. And
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't until I Googled the era to verify that I would on that I found out that it was for TB
Right.
that she was in there for. So yeah.
Romana caught it almost straight away because she just played Red Dead Redemption 2, and that's like the illness the main character has. She's like, he's got tuberculosis. I know that. And I'm like, oh, good, great. Well, I gotta know. Well, do you guys watch, or did you guys watch it dubs or subs?
Dubbed.
Dubbed.
Yeah, same. I was tempted to watch it subtitled, but the fact that it's animated, it doesn't get as jarring with the dubbing as live action does.
So one of the things I knew about this going into it was I had watched like a video essay about the dubs of this, because there are two versions of the dubs. There's the one that Fox did in the 90s, and then there's the one that Disney did in 2006. And the 2006 one has been adopted by everyone as the better one. But I remember seeing like how jarring the difference was between those dubs in this video essay, which I need to find and send to you guys because I want to revisit it now too.
Yeah.
But right away, like the two main voices in this took me out of it because the dad's voiced by Superman, Tim Daly.
He is, yeah.
And then the older daughter is Dakota Fanning. So like she's, and this is like Coraline era Dakota Fanning. So like her voice sounds the same as in Coraline.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I can imagine that would take you out. That's so strange.
Yeah.
And I know that like, I mean, I'm just looking at the cast now. I know like Pat Carroll's in it. Is she the old lady?
Yeah. Pat Carroll, who's also Ursula in Little Mermaid. And evidently Ursula's sister in The Little Mermaid 2, which I just found out when we were watching this the other night.
Ew.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No.
No, it makes sense. Like that, like, why not? Like, bring her back.
There's a lot of people that like The Little Mermaid too. So
yeah.
Supposedly it's one of the better ones.
Do I need to change my pick for next week, Devon?
Who are these lots of people, Ryan? I've never seen this. Wait.
I have seen a lot of praise when it comes to the straight to VHS of the like Disney princess movies. Yeah. I have seen a lot more praise about Little Mermaid 2 because of the dynamic that they pull with the daughter versus I forget the name of the mermaid in that one, but
yeah,
I forget her name. Whatever. Like it's the dynamic between her and her daughter that people really, really like from the Little Mermaid.
I'll have to watch it again then. I'll take your word for it. But I mean, look, this brought me to a question I wanted to ask you guys about this movie. This is one of like the most beloved movies of all times. We're all, I mean, I love this movie, but you guys are pretty lukewarm about it. Why do you think it's so beloved?
I never said I was lukewarm about it.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I said I liked it.
That's not love. That's not best children's movie of all time. That's not, I'm gonna, I'll raise whole groups of children on this movie alone.
I mean, I'm not gonna go that far, but no, I did enjoy this a lot.
Yeah.
I would definitely watch this again over Spirited Away, probably.
Would you?
Yeah, just because it's just a fun film. Like it's relaxing. It's enjoyable. I like the cat bus and like the world that the creatures are fun, and the things that they do is like I like the magical whimsy of it all. So what was your question?
You ruined it. You didn't ruin it, but which is why do you think this is one of the best children's movies of all time? Like this is constantly cited as it. Yeah, I mean you did answer the question. Yeah, Ryan, do you have the same thing?
Take exactly everything that Alan said, but flip with Spirited Away. Yeah, I would still watch Spirited Away instead of this. Like, this is good. I've seen 3. I like this better than Ponyo. And I like Ponyo. But everything that Alan said about why he likes this, that's how I see Spirited Away. Like, even though the
Yeah.
stakes are a little bit higher, you know, like her parents are going to be turned into pigs and get eaten, I still see it as kind of like a laid back, like, you know, fun movie.
Pig mom,
Mainly because
whatever.
of scenes like when she's like trying to get down to the boiler
Oh
room
yeah.
to see the boiler man, and she accidentally trips, so she runs down the stairs and smacks up against the wall. Like,
Hmm.
scenes like that is what like brings some levity to everything in, you know, that one. But this was it was good. Like I said, I like it better than Ponyo. I can see why people put it on the pedestal that it's on. Um, and with the amount of people that see it that way, it deserves to be there. Um, I'm just not going to be standing in the crowd clapping for it. I just go, oh, that's cool, and walk by.
That's fair.
If that.
So, do you guys want to know why I made you watch this movie? Like the real
Yes.
reason why I made you watch this movie?
Yeah.
Because I care about you both, and I know that it's a stressful time in the world, and I wanted to help because and this is the topical reason why I actually picked this movie. Less than a week ago, a research provided by the Journal of Medical Internet Research published a study saying that, and it was a study of 518 postgraduate students. They found significant links between watching Ghibli films and an improved sense of calm, mastery, purpose, and meaning. And guys, it's getting pretty friggin' scary out there sometimes with things. And I know that we're all feeling it a little bit. And I just wanted you guys to have like a nice little hour and a half to just chill. Just chill. And I thought it was cool. I thought it was actually a really cool study and thought that after I had watched it, I totally agree with that, you know, having read the study afterwards. Did you guys notice an effect of calm, mastery, purpose, and meaning having watched this movie?
Yes.
as as much as I do watching any good children's movie, I'm going to end that with a little asterisk by saying child movies that I grew up with.
I mean, for me, I get a more of a sense of that when I watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, but that's just me.
So,
Go ahead.
Devon, I do have a question about the study. So you read it,
Yeah.
you said. Okay, so did they? I'm going to assume by the findings, I'm I'm hoping this is right. What was the counter kid movies that they have them watch? Like, instead of like, did they like put them up against like Disney animated movies? Did they put them up against like you know, like Pixar films or DreamWorks animated movies? Like, what was, I guess, not the control group, but like what they rated the Ghibli movies against? Like, what
Yeah,
what else did they
was it like
study to
was
get
it like
that marker for?
that's a very good question because you're going to get a whole different subset of responses between this and like the Brave Little Toaster. Like,
Well, absolutely. So, in the study itself, what they were doing is they were looking at it was actually strangely mixed with video games. So, it was a mix of what they called open world versus non open world video games, and then a mix of nostalgia versus what they call non nostalgia or no nostalgia movie. And then they had a control group which just like sat in a room for 24 minutes and then like job done. And what they found is that there was a higher relationship between the people that were watching the Ghibli movies and playing the open world game in terms of a sense of calmness as opposed to the non-nostalgic movies and the non-open world games. Now, the study, and I'm just thumbing through it right now, I think it actually compared different Ghibli movies. So it
okay,
looks like My Neighbor Totoro was the nostalgic movie, and it was compared to Kiki's Delivery Service, another Studio Ghibli movie, but isn't as open-ended and as whimsical. It's more plot-driven, that one. And then the video games was Zelda Breath of the Wild versus
GTA.
I hope it's GTA. No, it's got to be some straightforward one, but I don't see the mention of the video game. But it's interesting that they said they ended up finding almost an exactly same control or exact same effect between Studio Ghibli films and open world video games.
Interesting.
Yeah. So go buy a Switch 2. Out now, wherever video games are sold. I wish we were sponsored by any of those things. But no, I thought it was a really interesting study, and I always like this kind of stuff because I always like I know that a couple years ago they were officially like the world's most scientifically calming song. And it's called Weightless by Marconi Union. And I've listened to it a couple times, and it does a really good job of doing that. I know that the most stressful video game is Mario Kart, and I freaking believe that.
Oh, yeah.
But like I'm always so interested in the effect that media has on us and why we choose to seek out that media then. So like Totoro and Ghibli movies and nostalgic movies like you guys mentioned are good for calming. And like Alan, you mentioned one already, but like do you guys have other movies that you go to when you need calm like this?
For me, it's probably the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Mostly Spider-Man 2. Which is why like they're re-releasing it this weekend, and I'm like, I'm going to see 2. Like,
yeah,
they're putting 2.1 in theaters. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Like,
wait, it's 2.1.
Yeah,
I gotta watch 2.1. I still haven't seen that.
It's in theaters this weekend. Fathom Events.
I wonder if it's here.
Hopefully.
Looking it up. Ryan, do you have a movie that does the same calm?
Yeah, and you guys are gonna laugh when I say it because it's cheap.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it an alien movie?
No, it's not.
Damn.
I thought it was.
Okay, so it's a movie that I've been watching ever since I can remember, since the first time I saw it when it came out, because it's definitely somewhat younger than I am. It's Twister.
I love it. I love it.
Like there is nothing. Like, even though, yeah, I mean, someone who's watching it who's younger now for the first time, the effects are really going to probably take them out of it a bit, and it's going to seem kind of ridiculous based on like what we know about storm science now and everything. But like, it is just for me like it's comfort.
Yeah.
It is what it is, like that, and then plus if I do like a double feature of that and Speed.
Are you like excited and also a bit calm too?
Yeah, because it's fun. It's funny. Like I know about everything that's going to happen. And like there are scenes in both movies that have always lingered in my brain of like the scene in Twister, because I know I had you guys watch it. The scene where they go to I believe it's Aunt May, or they go to her aunt's house, and they show the scene of making the steak and eggs.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Is in the skillets. Like that always instantly makes me hungry. And then in Speed,
I was gonna make a joke before that. Ryan, do you fry up a steak and some eggs and sit down and watch Twister to relax?
I have never done that yet. There's not yet.
Do it,
man. I'm going to at some point. Yeah. And then in Speed, there's just a handful. Like when Keanu Reeves dives from the Jag, and the guy's going, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" and then he crashes his Jag into right into the water barrels. When they do the ridiculous hairpin turn going, like 60 miles an hour, and the wheels come up on the bus, and then it lands, and everyone cheers.
Real quick,
like it's just,
Devon, have you seen Speed?
Yeah, you guys made me watch it.
Okay. I couldn't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah. Haven't seen Speed
Yeah.
2 though. If you guys want.
No,
Well,
that's fine. That's
uh,
perfectly fine.
Don't say things you're gonna regret.
Oh, I think one of the last things I have about Totoro is, before I have exhausted the questions I thought up for this, is the thing that draws me to it so much is the essentially tied to Japanese folklore and Japanese culture. It's very different than something that I know. Obviously, I don't know a lot about Japanese folklore and culture, so I always find that perspective on things very, very interesting. Like their approach to ghosts. As I mentioned, the dad at one point was like shocked me with how cool he was with it. When they were like, "Oh, there's ghosts in the house," he's like, "Cool, I want company." And then like when they talked about Totoro, he was like, "Okay, let's go pray to the forest spirit now," and they go pray to the shrine. Like that's cool. That's something I don't know and wouldn't have expected. And that's such a chill way to deal with these things
Yeah.
that I really just I love it. Did you guys have a moment like that at all when you watched it, where it was so culturally different from what we grew up with?
I think the closest for me, and I don't know if this is a cultural thing, but just the scene with the tree where they make the tree grow. Like I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So, since I would have said the same thing about the cultural thing, about how like the dad was so chill about the like spirit aspect of things, but since you said that, I'll go to my second thing.
Yes.
And this is why I like a lot of like I have found that this about myself, that I like watching stuff that has to do with like just set in Japan in general, because I love the design of the house.
Yeah.
How like, and how they are about like shoes, and how like the floors are designed, and how like basically the whole side of the house is one sliding door. Like it's multiple sliding doors to make one giant like sliding door, like opening, and then how like everything's kind of open concept. Like even just the architecture of like just like a family home is fascinating to me. So
can I tell you that it was at that moment that Devon realized that he's lived in cities for way too long? Because the second I saw that door, I went, "How do you lock that? How do you lock that at night? How do you lock that so people don't come in? People are gonna come in. You gotta lock that door." And I still have no idea how they lock that door. They probably don't, and that gives me so much anxiety.
Devin, I have a question for you.
Okay.
Are you going to go see the West End version of My Neighbor Totoro?
Alan, my dear sweet summer child, I've already seen it.
I think
It's incredible. In case you guys want to know, I left the theater going, "We've hit peak. Like, you can't do better theater than this."
Really?
It's incredible. Totoro is fucking massive. It is the best, most impressive thing I've ever seen. I understand that in the middle of the plot, there is a moment where they think that May is drowned. And I still was very tense at that scene in the theater. At the end of it, I cried because it was so pretty. These are real things that happened to me as a 35-year-old man in London in a theater. It was so good. Guys, get over here and see this damn thing with me.
I'll wait for it to be on Broadway.
No!
It'll be Americanized at that point.
You have your My Neighbor Totoro. We'll take the Muppets on Broadway, please.
Oh, that is pretty cool.
So, yeah.
I will have you know, Alan, like you, the very first joke that the play makes about it is putting the U in the word neighbor. This like little felt U comes down from the top and squeezes its way in between two letters. Yeah, that's
Very
right.
nice.
Spell it correctly.
That is very British.
What you're saying
very cool.
What you're saying is my sense of humor is Studio Ghibli level. Got it.
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
And you should take that one with you. Just keep that in your pocket if you need it for later.
And by Studio Ghibli level, I mean some people really appreciate it. Others don't care. Don't care for it at all. All right. I think that does it for this week. Next week is my pick. I'm going to be a little bit of I'm going to be a little annoying, guys. So I have my pick for next week, but it requires some extra homework.
Good.
We're going to watch both Tron films, Tron Classic
Good.
and Tron Legacy.
All right.
In preparation for Tron Ares, which is coming out in a few weeks. So, those are my picks.
Good. It's been a long time coming. I've had to watch
We're
these.
probably not going to talk about the first Tron too much, beyond special effects and Jeff Bridges and Frisbee. The second one, I feel like there's going to be a lot more to talk about. So, we're going to digitize and talk about that next week right here on YouTube. You can follow us on You Have to Watch This Podcast on Instagram to see what we're doing. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. And until next time for You Have to Watch This Podcast, I'm Alan.
I'm Ryan.
And I'm Devon.
And we'll see you next week.